The morning sun rose like gold over the desert. John stood at the edge of the sands, staring at the Great Pyramids of Giza. "They're even bigger than I imagined," he whispered. A local guide approached, wearing a white turban and a kind smile. "Welcome, my friend. The pyramids have waited 5,000 years for you." "That's patient hospitality," John laughed. They began walking toward the largest pyramid. Each stone block was taller than John's shoulders. "How did people build this without machines?" he asked. "With faith, teamwork, and the dream of eternity," the guide said. "Faith built this?" John asked curiously. "Yes," the guide nodded. "They believed the soul could rise higher than the stones." "So these aren't tombs," John said. "They're prayers in stone." "Exactly," the guide smiled. They climbed up part of the slope, sand crunching under their shoes. The wind was hot but carried a strange peace. "It feels quiet, but alive," John said. "Because every grain of sand remembers," the guide said softly. A group of tourists nearby took photos, laughing. John watched them and smiled. Even laughter becomes part of history. "History loves sound," the guide replied. "It fills the silence of time." They entered a narrow tunnel leading inside the pyramid. The air grew cool and heavy. "People once carried torches here," the guide said, "to light their way to the afterlife." "And now we carry flashlights," John said, "modern torches of curiosity." "Indeed," the guide laughed. "Different tools, same questions." "What happens after life?" John murmured. "And what truly lasts?" the guide added. They reached the king's chamber, silent and echoing. The stone walls glowed faintly in the flashlight beam. "No gold, no treasure," John said, "just air and stillness." "Maybe that's the real treasure," the guide said. "Peace?" John asked. "Yes, the peace of being remembered." John touched the cold stone gently. "It's strange," he said. "Something so solid makes me feel light." "That's what wisdom does," the guide smiled. "It makes the soul lighter." As they stepped outside again, sunlight flooded their eyes. The desert stretched endlessly before them. "How many people have stood here before me?" John asked. "Millions," the guide said, "and each left a thought behind." "Then I'll leave mine too," John said, opening his journal. He wrote, "The pyramids do not hold kings. They hold dreams. Dreams that refuse to die." The guide nodded slowly. "You understand Egypt now." "No," John said. "Egypt understands me." They walked to a quiet spot where camels rested. The camel driver waved. "Ride to the horizon, my friend." "Why not?" John smiled. "Let's ride through history." As the camel moved slowly, the wind carried sand like golden mist. The world feels ancient and new at the same time, John said. Because truth never ages, the guide replied. Only the people who forget it. John looked back one last time at the Great Pyramid rising against the sun. You'll still be here when I am gone, he whispered. And maybe, he thought, somebody will stand here one day thinking of me. The wind seemed to answer softly through the sand. Nothing truly ends, John said, smiling. His 91st bucket list dream had come true, one timeless breath at a time.